Hi friends, welcome to Galland IAS HEPGEC program for data revision. Here we are going to discuss few questions on previous UPSC and some model questions. So the topics which we are today going to discuss is something about Governor Generals from history part, cash reserve ratio from economy, Indian federalism from the polity, and some geographical regions, and about some environmental authorities. So let's move on to the question number 1 regarding Governor Generals. So the question is, which of the following pair is not correctly matched? On left side, some events were given, and the right side, about the name of some governor generals or vice versa are given. So the question asked here is not. So we must always take care of this term not, because many of aspirants may not read or do not highlight this term not. So because of not understanding the value of the term, we might commit some mistakes. So make sure you read the question correctly. So regarding Pitt's India Act. Pitt's India Act was enacted in 1784 to overcome the shortcomings of Regulating Act of 1773. And it was during the reign of Warren Hastings. So that is correct. So regarding Doctrine of Lapse, it was during the time of Dalhousie. The Doctrine of Lapse says that for a princely state the ruler who does not have a biological son, the territory will be annexed by the British. So because of this Doctrine of Lapses, many areas were annexed by the British. Regarding Vernacular Press Act, it was during the time of Lord Lytton. We know that Lord Lytton was a controversial figure because during his reign, many of some acts was enacted like Arms Act and reduction of age of civil servants from 21 to 18. So actually, Vernacular Press Act, which curtailed the freedom of press written in local languages, it was by Lord Lytton and not Lord Curzon. So C is not correctly matched here. Next one regarding Ilbert Bill. We know that it was regarding some judicial reformations which allows Indian judges to try Europeans. Next is regarding Ilbert Bill. Ilbert Bill is a kind of judicial reformation which allows Indian judges to try Europeans. And just because many Europeans opposed it, the bill gets rejected or scrapped. It was during the period of Lord Ripon. So since the question is not correctly matched, here the answer is option C. Now let's move on to the next question on economy. When the Reserve Bank of India announces an increase in cash reserve ratio, what does it mean? So let's note what is cash reserve ratio, CRR. Actually, it means we know that the India's monetary policy is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. So to regulate the liquidity in the cash flow, it is an invention called CRR. That means a certain portion of the net time and demand deposits of the bank should be deposited in the RBI, in the cash form. Currently, the CRR is 4%. That means, say example, if a bank has a net time and demand deposits of 100 crore, then concerned bank has to deposit 4%. That means 4 crore in cash form within the RBI. So they can only lend the remaining amount, not the total remaining amount. There are other policies like SLR, and similarly many regulations or many such kind of monetary reforms were there within RBI. So when the CRR is increased, say now it's currently 4%, when it is increased to 6%, say example. So from 100 crore, they should deposit 6 crore within the RBI. That means their amount to lend decreases. Okay. Now move on to the statement. The commercial banks will have less money to lend. Exactly. Option A is the correct answer. And let's go on to the second statement. The Reserve Bank of India will have less money to lend. That's wrong. Union government will have less money to lend. The CRR is nothing related to the government of India. So statement C is also wrong. And commercial bank will have more money to lend. No. Only when the CRR decreases, the commercial bank will have more money to lend. So the correct answer is option A. Let's move on to the next question on polity. Which one of the following is not a feature of Indian Constitution? Again, not. Statement number 1. There is an independent judiciary in India. Statement B. Powers have been clearly divided between the center and states. Statement C. The federating units have been given unequal representation in the Rajya Sabha. Statement D. It is a result of agreement among the federating units. So actually federation means or federalism means the clear demarcation of subject between the central and regional governments or state governments. That is actually what mean by federalism. Say someone in India. In India it is what? The certain subjects are allotted to central government or to the parliament and certain subjects are allotted to state government on which they have exclusive power. And to monitor it, for example, for in case of some disruptions or some violations, to check it, we have an independent judiciary also. So here the question is not a feature. Well, let's move on to the statement. There is an independent judiciary in India. Exactly, it is a feature of Indian federalism because we have an independent judiciary to monitor or to check the violation on both central laws and state laws. Statement B. Powers have been clearly divided between the center and state. Exactly, that is actually what mean by the federalism. In the Union Constitution, in Schedule 7, it is clearly mentioned Union list, state list and concurrent list. So Union list has almost 100 subjects and state has something around 61 subjects in which they have the exclusive powers. So they enact rules on their subjects. So that means the power is clearly divided between center and states. Regarding third statement, the federating units have been given unequal representation in the Rajya Sabha. Exactly. Take the US federalism for example. In their 50 states, all have equal representation in their upper house. That means 2 members from each state. That means total 50 members. But in India, it varies from 1 to 31. That means depending upon the population, the smaller state which have less population has less number of MPs in Rajya Sabha, and the states which have more population have a large number of MPs in the Rajya Sabha. So this statement is also a part of Indian federalism. Next, regarding the statement D, it is a result of an agreement among the federating units. Actually, in India, it is not based on agreement, the states are joined together, but it is statement which suits the American federalism. Because their first state formed, and as a result of an agreement, they came into a nation called United States of America. So since it is asked here, which is not a following feature of Indian federalism, the statement D is the correct answer in this question. Let's move on to next question on geography. Yeah, this is related to world geography or some physical features. UPSC have a tendency to ask map-based questions. Almost all the year they ask a map question, so we must not skip this topic, and it's very easy to learn also. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? On the left hand side, some physical features are given, and right hand side, some regions are mentioned. Abyssinian Plateau. The question asked is which is correctly matched. A. Abyssinian Plateau. Actually, it is in the Horn of Africa in the Ethiopia region, and not in Arabia. So statement A is eliminated. Atlas Mountain. Yeah, Atlas Mountain is in northwestern Africa. So this is the correct answer. So statement B is the correct answer here. And regarding Guiana Highlands, it is in the northern part of South America and not in southwest Africa. So statement C is from Okavango Basin. It is in the southern part of Africa, region on Botswana, and not in Patagonia. So here A, C and D are wrongly given, and Atlas Mountain, Northwest Africa is the correct answer. Now let's move on to the last question regarding environment. Let's move to the next question on environment ecology. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. Animal Welfare Board of India is established under Environment Protection Act 1986. Statement 2. National Tiger Conservation Authority is a statutory body. Statement 3. National Ganga River Basin Authority is chaired by Prime Minister. So regarding statement 1, actually Animal Welfare Board of India is established under Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act and not under Environment Protection Act. So statement 1 can be eliminated. So since statement 1 becomes wrong, we can eliminate option A and option D. Just because we eliminate statement number 1, it is clear that statement 2 is right. So let's skip to statement 3. By doing this, we can save few seconds during our preliminary examinations. So statement 3 says that National Ganga River Basin Authority is chaired by Prime Minister. It's true. It's chaired by the Prime Minister. So statement 2 and 3 are right. So answer is option B. That's all for today. Thank you.